The American who took 132 German prisoners alone. The story of Sergeant Alvin York. The American who took 132 German prisoners alone. The story of Sergeant Alvin York. In the cold forests of France during World War I, a single man with a rifle and a pistol did the impossible. He charged a machine gun nest, took down dozens of enemy soldiers, and captured 132 Germans, alone. This is the real-life story of Sergeant Alvin York, a man who started as a pacifist and became one of the most decorated American soldiers of all time. Tennessee Alvin Cullum York was born in a small log cabin in Pall Mall, Tennessee, in 1887. He was the third of 11 children, raised in poverty and taught to hunt from a young age. He could shoot a squirrel through the eye from 50 yards. But despite his marksmanship, York was deeply religious. After a rowdy youth, he found his faith and swore off violence. So when the US entered World War I in 1917, he was torn. The conscientious objector York filed as a conscientious objector, citing his faith against killing. But the army denied his request and drafted him anyway. Assigned to the 82nd Infantry Division, York struggled, until his commanding officer quoted scripture and convinced him that fighting to stop evil was just. York reluctantly accepted. Meuse Argonne Offensive, October 8, 1918. In the foggy hills of France, York's unit was ambushed by German machine guns. Half his men were killed instantly. The rest were pinned down. Without orders, York flanked the enemy lines. Using his Kentucky sharpshooting skills, he picked off 20-plus German gunners one by one, using cover and precision. The pistol charge. When a group of Germans charged him with bayonets, York calmly drew his M1911 pistol and shot each one with a single round, center-massed. "I only had to touch the trigger," he later said. "That's how good the Lord made me shoot." Scene 6. The surrender. After eliminating the machine gun crew, York confronted a German major, and somehow convinced him to surrender his entire unit. 132 prisoners. Captured by one American soldier. Medal of Honor and York's legacy. York returned home a hero. He received the Medal of Honor, the French Croix de Guerre, and global recognition. But York refused to profit from his fame. He declined endorsements and Hollywood deals, choosing instead to open a school for underprivileged children in his hometown. Alvin York's story is one of contradiction, a man of peace who became a warrior. A poor farm boy who changed the tide of a battle. And he did it not for glory, but because he believed it was the right thing to do. That's the story of Sergeant York, the American soldier who took down a machine gun nest and walked away with 132 prisoners. If you found this story incredible, subscribe for more unbelievable real-life war stories. Share this video with someone who needs to hear about Sergeant York, the reluctant hero.